Hey Glenn, hey Sai. This is Jessie. It's Jhomie on Twitter and Discord. Okay, two-part question for your mailbag. Part one, the moon. I feel like you guys haven't talked about the moon in a while. You got to give the listeners what they want. Is it fake? Like, where are you guys at these days? Yeah, I'm pretty conspiracy minded, but I can't get down with this blasphemy. Like, I don't think we went there. I definitely don't think we went there, but
Okay.
tell me again, why is the moon fake? Is it just dance? Here's where I get hung up. How do you explain women's menstrual cycles? Okay, I'm over here like repping
I got
your
takes on
20
that now.
Pause.
listeners. I'm telling you, dudes. Back in the day, when I went off birth control, my body literally synced up with the fucking moon.
Based.
So if it's fake, I'm just questioning my whole reality. Is the moon a form of reproductive tech? Is it all a ruse? I have so many questions.
I love that take. First off,
part two, which is somewhat related.
Let's pause that. Let's go. Let's answer that one first because I don't want to forget. That was a very layered, bloomin' onion layered question, which I like. There was a lot going on there.
Yeah,
we never said that. We never said the moon was fake. First of all, I think now if she's accusing us of that, but we never said it was fake. It's installed, right? It's installed. Joseph Farrell says parked, which I like too. I do like that. Somebody just pulled up, was like right here. Just unhitch the trailer. You all trailer.
Little part. Beep, beep. Yeah.
With that term so much. But no, kick it off to you, the moon guy, I should say, please.
Yeah, I think it's I mean, where I'm at now. Yeah, the we need like a drop. We need like a Dropbox folder of like just files, like Trill TV raw video file, and then PDFs and that people could just go download.
Also on our Kendrick Lamar, I believe that was the first time we touched the moon subject, right? Or like the moon install, because I believe that's why I love that episode so much. It was half the episode was me talking about Kendrick. People go to college to learn how to, half that, and then the other half was you talking about the moon being fake in a sense that it's not what we say, right? It's not what we're taught. In the same way that Egypt, the pyramids aren't fake, but they're not a tomb, right? So in a sense, like we have that, but please go on.
No, I mean, so my thing, not only is the moon real, but a huge part of my cosmology, I have tons of faith in the moon and what it represents, so it's definitely and why I said we need a Dropbox is because, the PDF Our Impossible Earth and Moon by Fred Cameron, or Our Impossible Moon and Earth. I forget which one it is. So I think it's just like 13, 14 pages or so. And it just goes through all the weird numerical anomalies between the Earth, the Moon, and the Sun, and also ratios found within the human body and biochemistry and weird constants in physics and mathematics and biology, and also like female reproductive cycles and gestation periods and menstrual cycles, things like that. So it definitely is all connected. But again, it's probably parked there or something, or it was just an extra like a miracle from a god, in the way that it was just completely created so perfectly to be in union with the earth. We don't know if it's hollow or not. The thing is that there's no atmosphere, and there's so many goddamn meteors that are hitting it all the time historically, but none of them are that deep. It's like, it's almost like a shell, that you ever think about that, right? How it's like, what is it? Like, why do all the meteors just like that shell, like a giant fucking meteor will hit, and then it just hits this impenetrable shell or something? I don't know. And it just doesn't make sense for what it is. And as far as did NASA go there, that's definitely the I don't hitch my wagon to any. I'm definitely totally 100% open to the idea that we faked at least the footage of going to the moon landing, at the very least. And it's totally possible that that we didn't go at all. I'm not opposed to that at all, but when people get obsessed with that one idea that we never went ever, it gets a little weird. maybe just from optics, but I don't know if that's just me being blue pilled or whatever. But for me, I just kind of
it just says more about we can't. It's like, well, all right, like chill out, you know. Like I feel like they've ended the discussion right there, and it's like no. It's the George R.R. Martin Mistfall thing where it's like let me get weird, let me experiment, let's add more nuance to this. Like you might be right. I'm not gonna rule out that we didn't go or can't go or physically never put a spaceship out. I'm fine with that, but it's like this idea that we never and stop talking about it. You know what I mean? Like that thing. It's like no, this is a fun thing to talk about. Yeah,
totally. Yeah, and the exactly, and as far as we know Artemis is the female-led project at the moon. It's not going to work precisely because of
when are they going? Are they going to sink it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, when
maybe they haven't been going at the right time.
Yeah, what's the time? Man, it could go bad. Really. So we have hot takes on that's a big part of our moon cosmology too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the moon is just weird. And the funny thing is, the moon is like UFOs, where it's like this stuff is so obvious and in such plain sight. It's crazy that we're not talking about it all the time, at least in scientific circles. Like all our scientists aren't. It's because science is fake. We know that, and like we've all the worst parts about science is what we have now, and none of the cool shit. But yeah, if we had any real curiosity, we'd all be asking these questions all the time about the moon. But yeah, it definitely affects life on Earth for sure. And and there seems to be some weird general gestalt of weirdness and paranormal psychic connections, human biology connections to the moon for sure. What do you think?
So I've said this before. I think if we did go, then we go often. And whatever, then we go often, because I don't imagine that we'd ever go to a place like that once. That sounds really stupid. That seems like the thing that can't happen, is that we just went once and we're like, it wasn't shit.
Yeah.
Kind of gay, you know? Like, wasn't tight. I hate to break it to you, there's nothing going on. You know? Huge achievement, but you know, like that's weird to me that we don't do that.
Yeah.
So if we did go, the footage is fake and something crazy happened that the general public can't know about.
Yeah.
And we go often. We keep going back. We might be building bases on the moon and stuff. Alex Jones has the thing where Elon and Trump were talking about building like crazy things on the dark side of it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that happened or not, but that conversation or not, it's Alex Jones. You got to kind of, you know, maybe he just was hot. You know, he was on a hot, you know, Joe DiMaggio hit streak and just decided to kind of, you know, test it, you know, shoot from half court, you know? But with the menstrual cycle thing, the moon is absolutely real. It absolutely affects. I think women, you know, there might be people that think that we are a little harsh on women sometimes. I think that women are foisted into roles or have roles foisted onto them that maybe don't exactly bring out their best qualities. And I think one thing about them is I think they are way more sensitive to the paranormal. And I think that whatever puts our universe together, I think they're way more in touch with it than men are. I just think so. I think men are kind of the yeomen of what we do. We put our heads down and we work, you know, for the most part, and that kind of stuff. And I think women are in touch spiritually with us. That's why their intuition's so great. You know, they miss sometimes. They might disagree, but they miss sometimes, but a lot less than we do, I think. And so I think there's definitely something there. Now, I will say, if the moon is powerful enough from as far away as it is to power, you know, to just alter menstrual cycles or sync them up with things, and if that's the thing controlling that, it's like I have a hard time believing it's so easy to take a step on that object.
Yeah,
I think it can alter chemistry, or even is the thing that actually creates women's chemistry that we then alter.
Yeah.
It's pretty tough for me to be like, yeah, there's a guy in the 60s that walked on it. I think that's it's very odd. I like what's unknown.
For sure.
To me, like I said, it's the George R.R. Martin Mistfall story where it's just like, I love what's underneath the mist. I don't necessarily want to know what's under the mist. I love the part where I'm at right now, where it's like the more answers I get, you know, maybe the less I know, the better, you know?
And you know, it the more we learned about it, though, it would only cause more questions to erupt. kind of a thing. You know, it's one of those endless pits, kind of a thing.
Absolutely.
Because then, what if there's aliens there? Well, how long have they been there? Are we on prison planet? Are they gatekeeping? Are they keeping?
So there's a book I'm proposing for Gain of Fiction, and it's called man, the moon is a hell or something. It was just like it's this book about like moon prison. I'm gonna Google it because I have it. I just can't get to it right now. 1966. It's pre-moon landing. The moon is a harsh mistress by Robert Heinlein. I got a copy of it. It's written in 1966. It won like an award and everything, and it's about like a moon prison colony that's on there. Which I think would be very fun for us to do. It's a very short book, and I think it'd be really fun. And I love the idea of exploring. I love the idea of exploring pre-1969 moon content.
Yeah,
because I'm like, that sounds more fun to me than like going there and be like, just a big ass fucking rock, dude.
Yeah.
It's fucking, it's cool, like big rock, like it, and we went, and there's no need to go back.
Yeah.
But give us a bunch of money.